podcast. We are on episode
3.
You would know because you edit. This is the podcast where we showcase all the highlighted members of Clubhouse who have amazing life stories and a lot of insight to share with the world. And Nay, do you have anything to add so I'm not the only one introing this?
No, anything she said was correct because this is not Jake's first time filming, but he is our special guest for today, and he's going to be sharing his story and how he overcame a lot of his obstacles and many more things he's done, and how he's been a good friend to me, to Brecca, and here's Jake.
Hi.
Hi, Jake.
Hello.
How are you today?
Good.
Good. And I know we have recorded you before, but there was a reason why you wanted to re-record.
Why?
Yeah, do you want to talk about that?
I was on a medication that made me twitch a lot and made me my eyes roll really bad, and made my nose twitch a lot and made me stick my tongue out sometimes because it was dry.
Yeah.
So I wanted to redo it.
Yeah. How has life been since then?
Good. I'm on a new medication, so it's a lot less stressful.
Yeah. What was that stress like for you with your medication?
It was annoying.
Oh, okay. That's fair.
Frustrating.
Yeah. We definitely had someone else on here, and I think all of us have been through medication issues before where it really affects us. And the doctors might not understand it because they're not on the meds.
Exactly.
They don't feel what we're feeling.
No.
They might hear us, but they might not feel it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's very accurate. Because I was on medication one time that made my tongue feel very numb, and it was very hard to speak. So it took trial and error for meds to find out what really fits me in the end. And I want to get to Jake's Suboxone you were talking about.
Yeah. The medication I take to suppress opiates. It blocks the opiates, so if you have to take an opiate right now, it would destroy it, and it would make me very sick.
Okay.
It's a fail-safe, so I've been on it for 7 years and plus. I'm ready to get off it. I've been ready to talk to my doctor. I already talked to the assessment lady about it.
Really?
And I'm ready to get off the medication because it's been over 7 years since I was on opiates.
That's
So,
huge.
It's a big step in my life.
What do you think got you to a place where you feel prepared to go that way?
My faith in God, Jesus Christ.
Okay. Will you tell me more?
Not really much to say as far as that. My faith is really strong, and I believe in God, Jesus Christ, and the Holy Ghost. I read the Word of God every night. It's almost every night. I try to read it every night. I try to change my values, my statutes, and follow God's statutes and commandments, and try to do the right thing every day. And I try not to upset anybody, try to not be angry or stressed out or have anxiety. Try to be calm and collective, and it's helped me a lot with my voices. It's helped me with my everyday life, how I react with my children, how I react with my friends. Me and Nay go on walks every day when we're there at the clubhouse.
Yeah.
So, and then we sometimes go on walks. But it helps a lot too because I'm able to talk to Nay about things I can't talk to other people about.
Right.
So
you have to have different friends for different situations.
Yeah, we share the same values about faith and God and Jesus Christ and the Holy Ghost. So it's nice to have somebody else that shares the same values.
Yeah.
But it's helped me with the medication. I built a strong point. My will is stronger, and I have mental clarity. So I built my mindset up really strong. So I know when I get off this medication, that I'm not going to have the will. I'm not going to break my will to go back and use opiates again because I'm not on the medication anymore to suppress opiates. I'm not going to go back to that anymore. I have no desire to go back to opiates. So it's been over 7 years, and I plan to stay that way. So my faith has made me stronger.
May I ask, what makes you feel compelled to take this step? What do you think it'll do for you to get off Suboxone? Like, what do you hope for?
Just talking with my doctor and telling him I'm ready and taking weaning down, and then officially quitting it, and going through the mental aspects of it, and then the physical withdrawals. My faith is what keeps me going, so I know I'll make it through it. Okay.
And by having yourself off of Suboxone, what doors do you think will open for you?
I'm not sure. I await that.
Yeah.
So I feel like I'll have more control over myself, and not have to be on medication to suppress something. I feel like I can take care of it myself now.
Wow.
With my faith.
Whoa,
So,
that's huge.
Yeah.
That's huge. Because that is a thing. When sometimes I'm given the challenge before I'm given the gift that will help me overcome the challenge and be stronger. So I used to use substances, and I mean, I had already dabbled in art before, but once I was challenged to get off substances, I really found the gift of art, engaging in art again.
Wow.
So it was much like what you're talking about with God, opening the doors you kind of don't find out until you get there.
Yep.
Yeah. Wow. I'm very curious to see what comes of it.
Me too.
And I'm happy that I know you're taking on this challenge, and I know that I can be a part of that support team. Like, that means a lot to me.
That's cool.
That's very awesome. Because I've seen you quit cigarettes, and that's very hard to do.
Almost 8 months in quitting.
Congratulations.
What's the date today? The 18th? 4 days from now, I'll be 8 months off cigarettes.
He would just like casually bring it up while we were on walks. He's like, "Oh, I quit cigarettes last Sunday." Okay, just cold turkey.
Good memory.
Yeah.
It was Sunday.
Oh, really?
Yeah. It was Sunday. That's crazy.
You make a lot of good intentions on Sunday.
Yes. Sunday's a Sabbath day, so good intentions are going to come.
Yeah.
But you got to have faith.
This is true. Ane, did you have any questions for Jake on spirituality?
How do you increase your faith? What do you do throughout the day to keep your faith going and get it stronger?
I pray multiple times a day. I start my day by praying in the morning, and try to listen to Bible channels. I've been listening to music a couple days out of the week, in the morning when I work out. But most of the time, I try to listen to the Bible channels because it helps strengthen my faith and helps strengthen my knowledge. I'm trying to think.
Do you ever fast?
I do fast. Some Sundays I'll fast all day. Like, I fasted one day. I was sick with food poisoning, so I didn't eat all day, and I prayed during the whole day, and it helped me fast, not eat nothing, and I felt better the next day. Then I fasted the Sunday that same week, then eat nothing all day, drink water only.
Wow. That also teaches a lot of discipline too.
Yeah. I don't remember if I had coffee or not, but I might have had a cup of coffee, but other than that, I didn't eat nothing.
Yeah.
But yeah, my faith grows stronger between the Bible every night. And learning. Once I learn more about the Bible and learn about God, Jesus Christ, and Holy Ghost, and all our ancestors, and everything that's happened, all the signs, is help strengthen my faith. And I understand the story, and as I read it, I learn more. So I want to teach it one day. So that's my goal.
What's your view on mental illness and spirituality?
That's a tough one, because I don't know how to describe someone with mental disabilities with spirituality, and how one would wonder where those mental illness situations come from, and wonder if it could be something to do with demons, or it could be just something to how we're born with, and it's a way that God to test us, to put us in make our lives. Some people are born with no arms, some people are born with no legs, some people are born to hear voices like we do. Some people are born with bipolar disorder. Some people are born with broken legs, but it's a matter of just having faith through all of it, and to understand what God gave us, and to know that you'll have to overcome certain challenges, and you're not going to be like other people. So people like hearing voices is insane when you think about it, because out of nowhere I started hearing voices when I was 30 something years old. It came out of nowhere. I was on a medicine called Adderall, and that was for my ADHD, which I have. That's why I'm always fidgety. And the voices came when I was taking Adderall, and they got so intense that they tested my faith big time.
Yeah.
But I chose not to let that go. So I don't know. Mental illness and faith, mental illness and being religious, it's a big question. It's a tough thing to answer.
Yeah.
Because there's gonna be so many different answers to it.
Everyone's different when it comes to their own spirituality and how they connect with it too.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I think that's one wise thing about you is that you respect others and their forms of spirituality, even if it isn't for you. I find you being very non-judgmental in some of the most surprising times, and that is gift. It allows a lot of people to be able to still learn from, one, their own mistakes, but maybe even the mistakes of others, to have that non-judgmental perspective where we're just curious. Well, what if we tried something different this time? You know, what if I tried today taking some less Suboxone? You know.
I've tried that.
Yeah. And
I've done it before.
Yeah.
And I know I can do it. But I want to do it through my doctor. That way it's, I'm learning how to dose down.
Right.
Instead of doing it by myself and doing something bad or dangerous.
There's a level of respect that comes there from the power struggle that exists.
Yes.
The inner power struggle, the spiritual power struggle that exists. And I don't think it's something where you're saying that you're too afraid to do it on your own. I think it's something, it sounds like, correct me if I'm wrong, that it's something that comes from wisdom and age and knowing that it is a challenge. And so, because it's a challenge, you'll want the supports, and those will be important guides for you to get through it.
Yeah.
Okay. Makes sense.
But my faith gets me through anything. Oh, sorry. Sorry, touch your leg.
And if you ever need support, then you got me.
I appreciate it.
And you got the
Yeah, I
whole
got you.
clubhouse too.
Anae, what are some ways that you can think of through your life experience that you can maybe like, this is what helped me get through struggles that are similar to what Jake's talking about?
Well, I was diagnosed with schizophrenia at 18 years old. And I wasn't very spiritual back at the time. I was so focused on school and just wanting my degree and just, stuff like that. That I neglected my mental health during that process. And as my mental health degraded, I realized I did need something to latch on to help me spiritually grow. And that was God for me, Jesus Christ and the Holy Spirit. So, and I would attend church daily, just go and pray, sit down, pray to God, and then go back home. Whenever the church was open, I would do that. And there would be a band playing, but I would just do my prayer and go back home. Just small things like that. Prayer helped me strengthen my faith a lot. So I would say seeking God is a good way to get you out of your head and focus on a specific higher power that can support you and be there for you.
And the focus was in your heart.
Yeah, he would know what's in your heart as well.
Yeah. Every day is a challenge. Everything I do is a challenge. Everything you guys do is a challenge.
This is so true. That's why you gotta have that respect for other people and be like, I can't judge you because I was just crying my butt off while I went through that, and I have no idea what you went through.
Yeah.
You know?
You never know what someone's gone through. Somebody could be smiling, but inside they could be broken down. Their heart could be crushed, and they're still putting on a smile. You just never know what someone's gone through. That's why I don't judge people. I try not to judge people based on their looks and their appearances and how they carry themselves. Because some people would just be having a bad day, and they might be snooty with people. Snooty. They might be upset with other people and don't want to talk to anybody, or someone says good morning and you're like, get away from me.
Yeah.
But you just don't know what that person's going through. So it's best to just have an open mind and an open heart.
Because then you find that relatability is available if you ask for it to still be open. Yeah.
And at least you said good morning too.
Hey, we tried.
You're one of the people that actually says good morning to somebody that's grumpy. So they'll remember that.
Hey, that's respectful. And that's thoughtful too, that they'll remember that. Like, you know, sometimes we forget how we make an impact on others, and I think that's, you know, all of us have lately been talking about, like, watching the way we present or the way we go through life, because we realize that others, they're watching, and, you know, it's like you want to be a better model for others and for yourself and for God when you think about that and you think about the greater good. And that is such a healthy way to shift your mindset to be ready to serve both yourself and others. I do want to ask more about the ADHD and your movement, just because when it comes to relatability, that's a huge point between you and me, is we're antsy-dancy prancies. We're like moving all the time, and I know you are too, but like...
The whole time you guys have been talking, I've been drumming with my hands.
Hey!
I'm listening intently, but I'm still just keeping instead of twitching my legs or moving my body, I'm just drumming with my hands.
That is so key.
It helps me focus.
It does. I had to implement the same strategy the other day when I was trying to listen to people. Like, when I'm at Clubhouse, I'm always dancing. If I didn't have dancing, I'd probably be doing the tap-in.
Yep.
Because it does something for us. It does, because movement for certain people, what I've learned is movement for certain people helps them emotionally process at the same time they're experiencing life. Yeah. So even if I lost my legs today, I have to remind myself I can still gesticulate. I could even learn ASL if I want to get really picky about it and get really into it, you know? Drumming is another great option.
Yeah.
How did you learn to, instead of cutting out your movement, but to learn how to work with it through society, which kind of confines us a lot more to the indoors and not being able to, like, fully, like, move our bodies as much.
Fully integrate our lives into the outdoors.
Yeah.
Around people.
Yeah.
Well, I was off medication for a long time, and I was having problems in school when they took me off my medication. Because before I was getting straight A's. And then at 7th grade, they took me off my medication because my brother tried to kill himself with the medication.
Okay.
So they stopped all medication in the house. So it messed with my ADHD a lot. But I'm glad I'm not on the medication anymore, because when I was prescribed it as an adult, it was just too much. And I don't know if it contributed to hearing my voices. I don't know if it fast-forwarded time for me to start hearing voices or what. I don't know what Adderall did to me, but I definitely don't ever want to take it again. But integrating life into society with ADHD, I'll listen to music to help me cope, and I'll like tap my fingers, or I carry my protein shake, and I shake it all the time.
Yeah.
If it's raining, I carry my umbrella, so that's something that I can hold and can carry and focus on. If it's a nice day, I just put on sunglasses, listen to music, and just tap or fidget with my protein cup or do something. But being in public, like sitting on the bus, I do the same thing. I tap with my feet and my hands.
Yeah, I see you, man.
And then when I walk, I count my steps. I time myself to see how fast I can get home and get to the clubhouse every day. I try to beat Nate and Courtney to the clubhouse. I know the time they get there, so I try to hurry up.
You are really good with time management.
When I'm in the gym in the morning every day, I look at the time and I implement my workouts with the time I have to work out.
Wow.
And so I try to hurry and do all of them at the same time. Or not at the same time, but all of them in order. Three sequences of a whole bunch of workouts.
That doesn't stress you out?
No, it's what helps me focus.
Okay.
Plus, I'm getting good gains on my body and helping my body grow too. So it's something good, it's something positive. The thing when I quit smoking, I have more energy. I can breathe better. It's just helped me a lot.
When you quit old habits, it does that. It gives us more energy, and sometimes it's very terrifying. Like, for me, it's very terrifying, because I'm like, oh, I don't know what to do with this. What if I make a terrible decision?
Yeah.
Sometimes I do.
It happens.
Yeah.
These lessons, though, you know?
Yeah, they're life lessons.
Yeah, you're right. And
me and Dick also agreed to create energy drinks, which is very important to mention.
How's it going,
Red
y'all?
Bull, Monsters.
Yeah, I haven't had an energy drink in a long time. The only thing I would drink if I ran on a pre-workout would be a C4, because that's a pre-workout drink. It's not like a regular energy drink. It has all the stuff you need for a pre-workout. So, but I don't drink Red Bull or Monster like you said. That stuff has so much bad stuff in it. But pre-workout is designed for people that are like athletes or people that are actively in the gym or actively walking, actively doing stuff every day. It gives them a good energy, but it's not overbearing amount of caffeine. And some of them say you can take 2 scoops. I don't recommend doing that. I only take 1 scoop, and it gives me a good focus. Doesn't give me doesn't burn me out. Doesn't make me dehydrated like the other drinks used to make me. I get water with it when I drink it, so that gets helped dehydrate.
See, this is something I'm noticing, and I would love your feedback, Jake, yours too, but like something I'm noticing is that you specifically watch how you do things, you like observe how you react and do things, so that you can be more successful in the services and in the way you serve in life. And I think that's an important distinction between when a person goes out and they just like, blah, you know, and it's blah every day. It's like, it's really, I mean, I experience that. I do that a lot frequently. I'll just like spasm, you know, the minute I'm put in charge. So like, even of my own self. So by taking accountability for my actions and my reactions, then I can be more proactive the next day or the next time. And I hear how that's benefiting you. So it sounds like having a method helps with the madness.
Yes.
Yeah. So you can still have your madness, but it has
it's in control.
Yeah, it's got its outlets. It's like, nah, man, I can chill. I can just drum right now because I know I'm going to go on that walk later. I know exactly how many steps it's going to be, too. That helps. That mentality keeps your dogs in a row. And I didn't mean to say ducks because it's dogs sometimes. Yeah.
It helps me throughout the day. I have my day planned out every day.
Wow.
Like I make sure I have enough time to watch a movie sometimes at night, but I also make sure that I have a couple hours to 2 to 3 hours to read the Bible at night.
Wow. And,
so once I get into it, time flies.
Yeah. How do you deal with random changes to your routine?
I'm okay with it. If something changes, like say I get my son on the weekends and he doesn't want to go to the gym with me, and then I'll not go to the gym. But by myself, if things pop up, I just implement myself into everything, so where I'm able to function with anything that changes.
Wow.
So I'm used to having things pop up out of the blue, on a whim. So
yeah, that's part of being a parent. Yeah, that's a huge part of being a parent.
You never know what's gonna happen. Like I get phone calls to talk to my son and tell him to stop misbehaving. Like I got a text from my daughter yesterday about my son.
Okay.
To stop misbehaving and stop watching YouTube because he's not supposed to watch YouTube right now. And I talked to her and told her what to say, and he got off of it. So.
Danae, what are your thoughts on all this?
This is, for me, I feel like it's an opportunity to learn so many things, not just not just from someone who's just like a father, but like who's been through the same thing that I've been through, and is a lot older than me and has experience that he can pass on to me, that I can learn from, instead of me making my own mistakes over and over again and then learn the hard way.
Yeah.
I can just learn through someone just verbally teaching me.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
And then also yourself too, by seeing your reactions and trying to strategize your day to improve.
Mm-hmm.
My question I remembered was alongside being a parent, you're kind of also a leader for your kids receiving gifts when they go through challenges. Like, your son is struggling with the YouTube, the video games, the YouTube, he wants to do them.
And he doesn't want to focus in school.
Yeah, so it's like, well, what's the gift that's going to get him to overcome YouTube and be more interested in focusing in school, whether it's an outside extracurricular activity or like learning how to build Legos, or I'm curious what the coping strategy will be.
He builds Legos like all the time.
Yeah.
He's been getting Lego sets left and right. Especially I've been getting him Lego sets too for Christmas and his birthday.
Uh-huh.
So he builds Legos at my house when he comes to stay with me. He does watch TV and movies with me, and he'll play video games with me, and I'll take him to the park to keep him active, to get his energy out.
Yeah. Because it sounds like he has more energy, and that's why he's turning.
Yeah, he says he just needs to get his energy out at home because he's stuck with all girls. And I understand he doesn't have any dudes to hang out with.
Yeah, so it sounds like he wants like a masculine bonding activity.
So I try to interact with him as much as possible. Sometimes if he's watching TV, I'll go in my room, lay on my bed, and watch a movie. But I always talk to him, are you doing okay in there? How's it going?
Yeah.
And tell him you can come to my room whenever you want. So he does, comes in there and hangs out with me.
Yeah.
So I tell him, don't be afraid to come to my room with me. Nothing's off limits in this house. I don't have nothing to hide in my place, so it's safe for my son. And I keep it very clean.
Yeah, and I'm sure that the bonds you and Anae have made and the conversations you have had will help you guide you with your son as well, because maybe like some things that you've thought of while you're talking with Anae will apply to him. I think that's like something that's drawn me closer with more women in my life too, and taking on more roles is learning from the women and listening to stories. And there for a while was a lot of stereotyping and like negativity drawn towards like care work and women, and now it's being more seen as a strength and empowerment and encouraged, and it feels safer for me to take on those roles. I was taking them on before, but I didn't feel like empowered to do them. People were telling and teaching each other that taking on caretaking roles were considered lowly tasks and not even worth like pay or consideration. So I'd take on these roles, but I didn't feel any sense of pride with it, because I was almost expecting this pride needed to come from outside society. And that's, I think, the God-centered approach, where you're understanding that each responsibility and each task you take on is a form of responsibility and pride, so you feel the weight of it more, so you understand what you must do in order to complete the task, which helps you understand each responsibility and each role and each gift a lot more fully. It's really embracing life in a deeper way.
Yeah.
And yeah, I'm curious to see what like reducing Suboxone, I know it'll give you more energy, so trying to help you find that outlet, just like with your son, finding that outlet that will help you take that energy and brace on to something new.
Yeah, my faith will carry me.
Yeah.
My faith will carry me anywhere, so I have faith.
Whee!
I got this medication that things will go good.
I believe in you.
Appreciate it.
Yeah. Anae, do you have anything else that you'd like to ask Jake, or?
I got
share?
nothing else.
Okay.
Except, like, I'm rooting for you, man. Like, you can really quit this Suboxone because you've quit cigarettes before, energy drinks. So I'm willing to. I'm going to be amazed when you do it.
I appreciate that. It's been 7 years and some change. September 23rd of this year will be 8 years since I touched opiates. So the Suboxone has helped suppress that, and I'm ready to get off it now. So I appreciate that.
Yeah.
I don't want to have something suppressing me down anymore. I don't have to rely on something to. I don't have to rely on a pill that's going to keep me from touching opiates again. I know I can do it without that pill, so I'm good.
I think what's an interesting change between this interview and the first one is in the first one you definitely dove deep into your original mental health struggle story. And yet this one, you're so in the present of the hope that you have and what's carrying you forward that there's nothing but success in your journey right now, and the struggles that are present are like things with that you wanted to be invested in months ago when we first recorded, like your kids' lives. The fact that you're noticing these struggles with your son is technically a story of success because you're able to be there consistently enough to notice.
Yes.
And that's a huge deal. Like, you've got to that place now. We're not just talking about where you've been, but we're talking about where you are, and there's so much joy and pride in where you are because you really worked hard to get here. Thank you so much for sharing your story.
No problem.
Thank you, Jake.
Thank you.
Okay, I think that's a wrap.